Morning everyone, welcome to Season 1, Episode 7 of Wake Up Smell the. In order to streamline this whole process now, I'm going to get rid of holding that whiteboard in front of you guys and use it more as a bullet point holder for me. So over here I have all of my stuff written over there so I don't sit here so much and do my in between everything, as I like to call it, the old apocalypse of old videos. So to start out, we're going to do today's recipe, and it is the Sloppy Joes. And then we'll move on to the Gmail and Instagram. Gmail is wakeupsmelthe@gmail.com, all little letters. Instagram is wakeupsmelthe. Each new word is a big letter. And my thank yous, as always, are Mom and Pa for making this happen, to my down south Mom and Pa for helping me through this whole thing and letting me know I say a little too much from time to time, and to the missus for letting me drill holes everywhere and let this just monstrosity of a show keep moving on. So let's get started. Now remember, when you're measuring out brown sugar, you always want to compact it down so that you're getting an accurate reading on what you're measuring out. You want it to be so compact that it makes an adorable little sandcastle when you're finished. Now when picking a beef for this recipe, I like to go with the one with the highest amount of fat, so about a 27 to 73 ratio of fat to lean. We're going to hit this first, nice sear, and then we're going to transfer that to a plate, wipe out that pan, and then we're going to start our sauce with our onions and our garlic and that nice base that we all put together right there. And then we'll low and slow bring that up, and when we feel like that sauce has a nice flavor, then we'll add that beef back into it. And in my case, I'm going to be putting it into this little baby crock pot over here and letting it simmer all day and get nice and delicious. That's right. We got only half a mile left to go. I want to see you sweat. Alternately, we can put this on a medium to low heat in our fat, this time oil, and we're going to cook these onions until they're translucent. Sweating an onion is pretty much just making them cook low and slow till they're aromatic and translucent. So I've admittedly hit a little bit of a roadblock. When I was looking at all the stuff in the pan, it was a little too watery and not really coming together. So I strained out the beef and put it into this crock pot so that it could stay warm. If you don't have one of these, it's fine to just put it on a plate, and if it gets a little cold, that's fine as well. You're going to be putting it back into the sauce that I now have reducing on its own. I'm working on the flavor of it solo now instead of having it all kind of come together at this point. I'm no longer going to be using this chicken stock either because I have a lot more liquid than I thought I would, again. So, I want to use this as a teaching lesson that even though I've been doing this for years, I still make mistakes, but it's about learning how to get past those mistakes. And just because you mess up one thing of it doesn't mean these recipes are over. If I had a nickel for every time I completely jacked up something in a kitchen and had to fix it like that or lose my job, I'd be a rich, rich dude. Now I see all you folks right here in the nice seats and all the way up to the nosebleeds, and you're all rowdy as hell. You're looking for some french fries or some tater tots to go with your sloppy joes. But I'm here to tell you something. I'm here to make a nice, fresh, green salad. Yeah, I get it. I'm a dandy boy because I enjoy salads over french fries with my sloppy joes. And because I'm wearing purple. And because my hair's in pigtails. That's beside the point. Anyway, we're going with a salad today. I love french fries and tater tots, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to break the monotony sometimes. So, we're going to do a spring mix, which is our base. We've got these raspberries, because they're a nice tartness and fruit. Goat cheese goes well when you're doing a base salad, if you will. The salad topper I went with was sunflower seeds. I thought that was different. I think when you're either doing seeds, nuts, or anything of that variety, you really can't go wrong. I just like to have a little bit of the saltiness with the sweetness to work it all together. And then you end it with a white balsamic. So this is also sweet, but it's also got a nice tang to it. So even when it comes to salads, we're trying to work all the different flavors as opposed to just jamming a bunch of things over greens and drenching it all in dressing. It's absolutely fine to do a big salad that you can toss in a bowl and then put individually into each one. But I wanted to show you what it's like to do a salad kind of on the line in a nicer, cleaner style if you wanted to. So what I would do first is with the mixed greens, instead of just having it lay flat and just kind of blasé, what we're going to try to do is first off take way less of these off. I went too heavy with that. Now, we're going to kind of ball it together, but not so much that it mashes it and it makes all these kind of weep and get gross. We're going to go tight but loose in a weird way. It's kind of that whole, like a butterfly, to hold it, to not smash it, but loose enough that it won't let go. So I like that. I'm also building height, so I can even take, no joke, individual pieces of spinach or lettuce and just put those on top. Alright? Then we'll take the berries, raspberries in this case. I'm going to put them on the outside, kind of symmetrical. So I've got 4 each on there all day. With the amount of lettuce that we have, 4 should be a good amount. You're not trying to make it so much flavor that you're just jamming it all into your mouth. You want to get it nice and even all around. Then we're going to do a sprinkling of the sunflower seeds. Again, not too much. They can go wherever. You don't need to sit here with the tweezers. Now the last thing is the goat cheese. And I've created a little bit of a disc, if you will, to put on top like that. You can put a little off center so that makes it look Frenchy schmancy. Now with the dressings you don't need to just glob it on and everything. So just do a light swirl either around it or left and right like that. You don't need to douse this, cover this, and just drench it in sauce. It just needs to be a light amount again so that all these flavors come together and make just a perfect pairing of all these different nice tastes. So that's it finally right there. If I had a bottle it'd be a nice cleaner line, but that's not bad. So maybe next time you dress up your salad, no pun intended, or the old way is fine too. So number 5 on the top 10 nicknames for Sloppy Joes is number 5, Sloppy James. Woo! Number 4, Wimpies. Number 3, Yum Yums. Number 2, Dynamites. And number 1 nickname for Sloppy Joes is Slush Burger. Alright, so we got our Sloppy Joe and our salad. Do the Sloppy Joe first. Now that's a bloody good slush burger. Nailed it. After the sauce finally got to reduce, that was good to separate the beef and the sauce, make the sauce what we wanted it to be. Like I said, you can play with it the way that you want to. If you want it sweeter, if you want more vinegar, if you want more salt, do it your way. And then once you combine them back together, it doesn't matter how much the beef's been cooked. All you have to do is put the sauce and the beef back together and bring it up to temperature and you're good to go. So, onto the salad. I've always liked white balsamic. It does really well with fruits, in this case with the raspberries. And not pine nuts, the sunflower. Thank you. Thank you from the other room. The sunflower seeds add a nice salt to it. Almost made it through the whole one with all the uhs, but that means the count's down to only about 4 this time. So, thank you for joining me this week again. And remember, you came, you sauteed, you conquered. Now legend has it that need to focus on myself. Focus. Focus.